お正月には明けましておめでとうございます。正月以降で New Year's パーティーを祝いましょう。私たちはジェリカさんとヘンリーさんとマシュさん、これから餅つきの芸術を教えてあげます。日本は有名なしきたりに餅つきを作ります。餅つきの芸術は盛んな公共な活躍します。餅つきは名高い家族の家電です。餅の成り立つは水ともち米、特別な米です。We chose to make mochitsuki because looking on social media and the absolute lure of Japanese food, we were compelled to do this project to understand the true process of making mochi. We chose the most traditional way of preparing mochi, through the community aspect of things. After extensive research on the topic, this New Year's celebratory activity is a lot more complex than we initially thought. So that's how we ended up doing way more than we needed to for this project. Also, we definitely wanted to do something involving food. We all love mochi, I presume, and going through the multi-day process of creating all of the traditional aspects of mochitsuki made it a project we certainly were dying to recreate. Considering this, we compiled the most traditional aspects of the art of mochitsuki and went to work, making our own DIY version of the activity. We embody the saying, "Yari sugiru," to try hard. You already know how much our group is made of absolute tryhards for this class. With our last year in Japanese, we had to make this as difficult as possible to make such a simple product, mochi. Sure, we could have just bought store-bought mochi and called it good, but we truly did our research on this to make sure it was as culturally appropriate as possible. Combining all of the Japanese aspects of New Year, we wanted to create physical memorabilia of our time in Abe Sensei's Japanese class to depict the biggest celebration of the years, New Year's. Knowing Japan, New Year's Day celebration is significantly more extensive than any firework display in the States. With the idea of go big or go home is even mentioned in the project description, you already know that we'd go above and beyond. To make the process optimally traditional, we have encapsulated the Shinto aspect of New Year's traditions in Japan through the art of shide, which are zigzag paper streamers attached to an item for purification and blessing. Rituals of this include jijin sai, or sake, in which the shide is used for blessings or rituals. This elevates the usu to describe the influence on New Year's community culture and religious ceremonies which are deeply rooted in Japan.
Ichinoseki is the city where mochi making is most common. As in Ichinoseki, mochi goes even farther than being a New Year's tradition. There are mochi festivals, mochi eating competitions, and mochi is even eaten at weddings and funerals. Mochi is tied way far back into Ichinoseki's history, and because of that deep relationship, mochi in its traditional form is made there much more often than other cities in Japan. For the more modern take on mochi, many of the traditional tools like the usu and the kine have been switched out for more efficient and modern materials. A rice cooker can now be used to cook the rice more efficiently, and mochi machines can be bought on Amazon. In fact, many people buy their mochi straight from the grocery store, as prepackaged and pre-made mochi is readily available.
Mochi making originated in China, imported to Japan at the end of the Jomon period, 300 BC. The production of mochi increased during the Kofun period, 600 CE. During the 8th century, a legend began to form around mochi. The Bungo no Kuni Fudoki contained a story in which a rich man shot at the mochi, it transformed into a white bird and flew away. Since then, people have believed mochi to have spiritual powers. Later, during the Heian period, 789 CE, it often represented Shinto events, celebrating childbirth and marriage, a customary event to feed mochi to toddlers. Even the tale of Genji spoke about the wondrous effects of mochi, supposedly strengthening one's body. You might have noticed the paper talisman on the side. They are called shide, while the band is a shimenawa. The shimenawa are based on the rope of the heaven-shining great kami, Amaterasu. In the tale, Amaterasu had an argument with Susanoo, her brother, causing Amaterasu to hide in a cave, leading to a lack of luster in the universe. The minute Amaterasu stepped out the cave, however, the Futatama god used a magical rope Shimenawa to block the cave and prohibiting the shining god from returning to the cave. Mishima now caused the universe to gain its luster back.